I think we're live. Hello? Okay, yeah. I think it's worked. I don't know if anyone's going to show up, but you know, even if nobody does, it was basically really short notice. I said I'm going live and here I am. So I thought it would be fun to try and, you know, get ideas for stories by writing lists, which I like to do lists. And I've got characters in this cup and a brief description of a character, and I've got a further sort of action or consequence or something, and then I've got one that leads on from that. So I don't know if this is going to work, if they're necessarily going to go together or make any sense. There's only one way to find out. So we'll begin with the first one, which is Genevieve Tracy, who runs the local shop and pretends to be a dog when alone, likes corned beef. So that's Genevieve Tracy. Put that there. Let me just see if this is working. Where did Genevieve go? Oh, okay, yeah. So Genevieve Tracy. I don't know if you can read that, but anyway. They run the local shop, they pretend to be a dog, and they like corned beef. So, and the next one is an action which leads on, you know, the first bit of action for the story. So I was thinking, yeah, that the other thing is that if you want to try this, my Twitter is down in the description, and I was thinking I'm going to try and write at least one of these, and they're very silly. I know that because I did them, but it's just practice. If you don't like silly, it's just practice. And if you try it and you tag me on Twitter, then, you know, we can connect there. So that's where I'm going to upload mine. So everyone becomes inexplicably tired and a race is on to solve everything before they have to go to bed. That's actually the third one. These are the wrong way round. So I'm just going to check that they are in view. Yes. And so the middle consequence, the middle bit of action that is currently missing, is they trip and fall onto a small podium. So this is Genevieve, leading everyone to mistake them for a work of art. They can't get down due to a terrible fear of heights. And that then leads on to everyone being really tired and having to solve this issue. I don't know what the issue is, but I'm sure you can cope with that. So that's the first one. Okay, so get rid of them. Right, so the next one, let's have a look at who's next. La, 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 la. Okay, Bertie, the cabaret performer, sought after by kings, queens, and almost every Hollywood star. Okay, good old Bertie. Based on the fantasy that I create of my husband Bill. It's like a running joke. Has a small bear. Bertie has a small bear growing from their armpit as a result of stress. So that's the first one. You can try this as a story if you're needing an exercise to get into what you want to do. At the precise moment, this is the crescendo of the story, at the precise moment that the Christmas lights are switched on, everyone will discover the main character Bertie's secret due to it being spelled out in bulbs. So that's got to have something to do with this bear that's growing from the armpit due to stress. Okay. That's number 2. Okay, let's try number 3. I'm not sure how many of these we're going to get through, but we'll see. Jeff the Slug isn't actually a slug, but someone gave him that name and no one remembers why, except Jeff, and he's out for revenge. And the first point of action in the story for Jeff, the local shop owner becomes convinced that Jeff is running an illegal operation out of the shop owner's car park. Okay, and the crescendo of the story has to be Jeff suspects everyone of... Oh, this works out quite well. Jeff suspects everyone of being involved in a giant conspiracy, including the garden slugs. So feel free to try this as a mini story and put it on my Twitter, and we can all have a laugh. Okay, right, I'll just do a few more. Next main character is Lady Salmon, a high society lady who wears fish to her fancy parties. And the first point of action of the story, their actions cause a wormhole to open in the local public toilets, which is, I'm sure we can agree, terrible cause of events. Lady Salmon opens the door to find the neighbourhood standing on their step with pitchforks, but they're not there for Lady Salmon. Okay, so that's the final scene. And let's move on. Okay, the main character, I'll swill it around a bit. Let's have a look. Okay, Lemon Fresh, the rapper, who really likes guinea pigs and hamsters. Okay, so that's the character, and the next bit of the first point of action of the story will be their neighbours become irresistibly drawn to them due to a series of misunderstandings involving a book on UFOs. So that's got to be the first thing that happens, and the next will be, so for Lemon Fresh, the rapper, the earth starts to melt like an Easter egg. Okay, so Lemon Fresh is going to have to try and solve this Easter egg melting earth issue, which occurs through the misunderstandings to do with a book on UFOs. Is this working? I don't know, let's carry on. Why not? And I've just got a few more, so we'll just see. Okay, Horatio Boulder, neighbourhood busybody, likes to peer through curtains. That's your character. First point of action will be a rift is formed in reality in which everyone thinks in which everyone thinks tea is made by microwaving hot water. Okay, I'm sorry. So that's the first event, and it builds to this crescendo, which is the only way to solve the problem is with a healthy round of interpretive dance. So Horatio Boulder has to lead everyone in, I don't know, some sort of interpretive dance. Good old Horatio. Okay. Oh, a few more. Not long now. Not long. Giblets McGee has a secret dream of opening a cafe which serves only hopes and dreams. Okay, and then let's see what will happen next. Giblets McGee also worries that they have a psychic connection to light bulbs, and this psychic connection to light bulbs will build to The only way to solve the issue is by combining as many varieties of Furby as possible, which I'm sure we can agree is the only way to solve many problems. Okay, and just a few more. Miffy Sprocket, firefighter extraordinaire, except the fires are more conceptual in nature and manifestations of people's phobias. So that's number 1. That's who. And now the next is, so Miffy Sprocket, the firefighter, joins a ballet and banjos class, and because of this, a plumber must be called, but they can't solve the problem, so another plumber must be called, but they can't solve the problem, ... So you've just got like a backlog of plumbers, or perhaps waiting out in the corridor, or I don't know, however you want to pursue that. And we've got this one and another one left. Jonathan Bonathan thinks he is a character in a noir, and everyone else thinks he's odd. And Jonathan, a rift is formed in Jonathan's reality in which no one can remember why they've entered a room, but it's absolutely vital that they do remember why. So, and as a result of this, something is growing in the woods, and it keeps ordering pizza, but it's getting hungrier, and soon a margarita won't be enough. Yes, it's an issue that is often to be found. Okay. Al Crumble, fighting their way to the top of the corporate ladder in the dog grooming business. So that's who, that's your character. And then finally, the action that follows on for this person, the first thing to happen will be an ingrown hair makes its way to their brain, making them believe themselves to be a hairdresser despite no one else being keen on that idea. I did sort of cheat a bit. I used that as a suggestion for Dog Doors to Outer Space, which is a book of prompts. So much like the ones that I've come up with. Oh God, I didn't even notice that people are talking to me. I'm so sorry. Hello. Oh, it's Bo. Hello. And Cyanure, did I say that right? Sorry. Says hi. Bo says, I hope Peter Drinkwater is in that character bowl. That's not how tea is made, question mark. No, you American, that's not how tea is made. Gotta go deep dish. I actually prefer flat pizzas. Cyanure says, I can't understand anything because I don't know English yet. Well, you're doing pretty well if you don't know English. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't see that. I can't believe I didn't include Peter Drinkwater. That's like an old joke from a live stream I did before. We were watching Midsummer Murders, and so I've forgotten what I'm doing now. That's put me off. Al Crumble is the character, yeah, and Al Crumble is climbing their way to the top of the corporate ladder of dog grooming, and an ingrown hair has made Al Crumble believe themselves to be a hairdresser. No one else is keen on the idea. And following on from that, their actions in thinking that they're a hairdresser, unwittingly they form a ritual raising the dead, but it's only with people that Al Crumble has an embarrassing gripe with. So there's your character, first thing and final consequence. So yeah, like I said, I want to have a go at one of these just for fun, and I'm gonna put my attempt on Twitter, and I would like other people to try it as well, and also tag me in Twitter, so it's down in the description. And that's about it. So I managed to live stream in my new place, which wasn't easy because it didn't want to do it for some reason before. But here we are. And that's it. Have a very nice evening, and I will see you all very soon. So bye.